From Williamsville to Grand Island, covering all of Western New York, this is News 4, your local news leader.
Tuesday, Governor Kathy Hochul rolled out her executive budget following up her recent State of the State speech to Albany lawmakers.
Today, we are looking at the implications of both on public schools across New York. Right now, we're joined by Niagara Falls School Superintendent Mark Laurrie. Mark, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
So here we are mainly talking about smartphones in schools. Right off the top here, let's just get your reaction about this plan to ban electronic devices in schools.
Well, I applaud the governor for her leadership on the issue, right? Schools and phones in schools are really nothing but a distraction, and there's very few good things that happen with them. So I'm really pleased to hear that. The details are where the devil is going to be, however, and that's what we need to see how that rolls out over the next couple of months, see if there are any tweaks from the legislature, see what the actual parameters and expectations are. And then we have to work with our community, our teachers, our administrators, and begin to formulate a policy, which, if all things hold, is due on August 1st, 2025.
Now, Mark, it sounds like you are sort of in the very same mentality as a lot of other superintendents all across this state and others, and that is taking cell phones out of the classroom seems to be a universally agreed upon idea. As you mentioned some of those details, some of the things that are going through your mind, going through your board's mind in terms of logistics. What do you guys need to get handled before August 1st or before the next school year when it comes to, are you going to do pouches? Are you going to do little lockers or hideaways? How does that work? How will you guys work through that part?
Sure, we're going to need to have a lot of feedback and discussion around those topics. Yeah, we're pleased. This is good for mental health. Not the only thing, but it's a great start for mental health. We need to have some conversation around those type of activities. Right now, I believe we're doing a really good job without a mandate or without a policy. When you read deeper into what is proposed, there become some concerns. Those concerns would be the carve-outs. Who and when will it be allowable for a student to have a phone? And how do we handle that? Should we get pouches? Should we just make sure kids keep them in their lockers? How will we handle the athletic fields outside? Right now, that's part of the legislation. That's a very tough place to handle cell phones and not having them. How will we handle special needs students who need them for different reasons? So there's a lot of nuances, a lot of work that's got to be done. As I said, the work is going to be in the details, and then how do we roll this out to the community where we can get buy-in? Because you want commitment from everybody, not just compliance, or you'll be struggling with the policy.
And to follow up on what you were saying, what would you say to the parents out there who are saying, you know, maybe they see in the news all the school shootings and they worry and they want their children to have a cell phone on them? What do you say to them?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, as you know, that in a school shooting, the worst thing that can happen is for a student to be on their phone. That creates chaos and concern, and parents wouldn't be able to, God forbid, get to their students, even if they know about that. So we need to really promulgate how students can access their parents, their jobs. Oftentimes at the high school, kids have to get in touch with their jobs, how they can contact and get notifications so that they have to take care of younger siblings, which frequently comes up. So we're going to need to really show how, in Niagara Falls High School in particular, there's 180 phones, how you go about accessing one of those phones if and when you need to. And we're going to really need to put a very comprehensive plan in place after we listen to some of the concerns and questions that parents in the community have.
Another benefit is that in addition to superintendents and other school leaders across the state seemingly agreeing on this, is where it's been rolled out thus far, it has been successful. So when you see a situation like Lackawanna, which really went out on a limb, made a stance, and it's turned out fantastic for that district. So that's a really positive note there. Are you hearing anything, Mark, back from your parents or maybe your students as well about this plan? Seems like people should be excited about it.
Yeah, you would think they are. I did get a few pieces of feedback that said, no matter what you say and do, you're not taking your phone away from my child. And I understand that. And I said, let's be patient. Let's work together. Let's work through that. Let's get all of the information. The wins here are tremendous. As I said, the implementation and enforcement is where the work needs to take place. It's the right thing to do. We've had a really successful run in Niagara Falls without a policy. So I'm hoping to build on that momentum, tighten up a few areas, and go forward. What we don't want to do is create an adversarial student, teacher, student, administrator relationship where it gets down to a discipline issue. We want commitment to understanding this is the best thing to do, not just compliance and checking it off because we have to do it. So there's a lot of work, a lot of conversation that needs to go into it. That's why we'll need all the time from April to August to have forums and let parents roll this out and with them. And I commend a place like Lackawanna that has done a really good job with it, because I know kids are talking to kids. Kids are interacting more. Kids aren't in the lunchroom staring down at their phone. This bell to bell, it will be a little different for us.
Well, we'll certainly have to see how it all plays out. Niagara Falls Superintendent Mark Laurrie, thank you so much for taking the time this afternoon to join us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.